Hello Grebos and welcome back to downloadable content. And what's that? There's something in the air because it must be Monday and it is Mod Showcase Monday. That's right, we are officially in the full release for Blade and Sorcery U11. So why not celebrate with the first official Blade and Sorcery U11 Mod Showcase Monday? I have about a dozen mods to show you today. You are not going to want to miss them. And also, on a side note, I'm also streaming live on Twitch, so I want you to come follow me there as well. Link is in the description as well. You can find all the mods for today. Sit back, relax, and download these mods. The first mod on today's list is Spells Merge Up by Neeshka. This is a fantastic one because it's been in beta for a long time, but finally it's in full release. And Neeshka did a great job. It essentially gives you 4 new spells, 1 for each hand and new merges. I think if you're a fan of super overpowered spells, you are absolutely going to love this one. And if you want to roleplay as Dragon Ball Z, you can roleplay as Dragon Ball Z. The first secret mod that I'm not telling you about is Spell Wheel Enhancer. I'm not putting it in the description, so just go get it. So what Neeshka has done is given us some different fire stuff, and it's labeled Fire Merge Up as opposed to normal fire. Fire Merge Up and Lightning. So here's what I love about it. Let's choose Lightning. And of course, with one hand, I could be like, do it now, Gohan! Yeah! And one-handed. Look at that. One-hand Lightning. And of course, I could do 2 hands of Lightning. And if you want to be really cringe, like this. Ah, look how cool I am, Dad! And it also has its own custom merge as well. So let's do this. And look at this. Call down lightning from heaven. I just love that. I'm going to go into third person so you can really see what I'm working with. So it's a new merge. I'm pretty sure this is just a Neeshka original. Oh, look how cool this is. It's fantastic. And then there's the fire merge. So of course, with one hand, I can go ahead and shoot a meteor. Boop! Little tiny meteor. Boop. And of course you can still do it with 2 hands. 2-handed meteor! And they go over there. But the really cool one is when we merge this one. So let's merge it. And I believe, is it working? Is it doing the thing? It's not doing it, mate. Nope, it did it, and I blew up my PC. Oh my God! Oh, Jesus. Well, so that is the merge one. Warning. I have a very good PC, and that almost hurt me in the real world. So I wouldn't merge those ones. I'm just saying. The downside is we did not get a new gravity one, but I'll forgive Neeshka because I don't know what you would do with that. I mean, I do know, but that's all we have. Moving right along, we have Look at Me by Hujohner. And I just want to preface this with, there's going to be a ton of Hujohner mods on this list because I wasn't allowed to share them and they were in beta and now I'm allowed to share them. So I'm super excited. Look at Me enables the NPC's eyes to essentially track the player. Like, it gets pretty creepy. It gets Uncanny Valley style creepy. So if you're a fan of creepiness, well, look at me. Man, I'm lonely. I wish I had someone that would look at me. Hi, Ricky. So their eyes now will look at you and they track the player, which is a little creepy. But it's cool. I really like it. It adds a different level of depth to the game. So for this creepiness, look at me. Are you being weird again? Sorry, idiot. Up next, we have the Helmet Pack by Hujohner. This brings an awesome array of custom helmets that the player can wear, and so can the NPCs. And they can wear them randomly throughout the dungeon. It is fantastic. Even if you're playing with armor detection off, it's cool to look at. And you could steal the helmets also, so that's a plus. So, you've downloaded the Helmet Pack and you have no idea where to find it, and that's okay. It took me about 1.5 seconds also. What you do is you scroll down to the apparel category, and if you go to clothes, you'll be like, Drifter, I don't see anything there. That's okay. Click on leather. So starting with leather, you're going to scroll down and get access to all these new helmets, and they're easy to put on. Just go on my head, and now it's on my head. And look at me. Hey, does anyone have any bees? You can't sting me in the eyeballs because I'm wearing a helmet. Now, it's a little obnoxious to take it off because you got to be in like the fitting room right now. So we pull this, And then we plop it off our head. There we go. Let's put another one on. Look, I can even take this helmet and become Schmidto. Hey guys, it's me, Schmidto. Subscribe to my Schmidto army so I can do some Schmidto stuff. That's a perfect Schmidto impression. I don't know what you're talking about. Also in the plate category, you get a ton of things, which is really cool. So we can spawn this kettle hat. And look, now you could be the pot calling the kettle black. Oh, look, he already spawned with a helmet. You made me look dumb. I can't have that. Sorry. There we go. We have a nice Ricky, and he looks like he needs a helmet, so let's just go ahead and... Whoop! Okay. I forgot how you put it on their head. On your head. Nope. I know you could put this on the Rickies because I've done it before, but I don't remember how to do it on the player home. So, sorry, bud. But yeah, there are some cool hats and helmets to try on. I think I just equipped a wizard hat on my head. So, look at me. I'm definitely a Hufflepuff. Moving on, we have the Clone Trooper pack, also by Hujohner, and you guys are going to love this one because it's reminiscent of bone holsters. And I want to say one thing. You can only use this current armor set with the male characters just because of how it's made. So only male characters can wear this one. So I just want to make sure I don't want to see, Drifter, my stuff isn't working because I'm playing as a weeaboo girl. It just doesn't work, okay? It's only for the men. Anyway, you'll know what to do with these ones. Order 66, insert joke here, take a look. The Clone Trooper pack can be found a little bit down when you scroll through here. Clone Trooper pack, and it's modular, so bear with me. Let's start with this helmet. And now we run outside. So now I am dressed in, woo, look at me, ready? I'm Red Leader. Oh, Jesus, I look like I fell into like a Star Wars convention. This is like Star Wars if I was in a basement. But the cool thing is you can change how you want to look, which is pretty dope. Isn't it? Look how dope this is. This is pretty cool. The only thing that's not cool is those shoulder pads I have on. Yeah, honey, I lost my stormtrooper job today. They fired me. They let me keep my pants and stuff, but they took the armor. So it looks like it might be order of operations. If you have pauldrons on, make sure you take them off first before you put on your torso, and it actually will fix itself, which is pretty dope. Moving on, we have the perfect segue, and that is the Outer Rim by Alex. That's right, it's actually compatible, like I thought it was. See, I was streaming the other day, and it didn't work for me because I'm stupid. So if it's not working for you, the old version, make sure you delete your player save files from, the beta. If you had it. Otherwise, you're going to get your wires all crossed up like I did. Now that we are all completely geared up, it's time to focus on the Outer Rim. So let's go into our blasters category. And let's just get out a nice little blaster. Spawn! Open the door! There's an illegal Ricky. Oh, look here. Now you're going to... Spawn like this now. I asked you before to spawn with it, and you didn't. Okay, all right. Make me look like an idiot. Yeah, so shooting medieval people with this blaster, it just looks cool. Look at those textures. Now, there's no textures on their helmets, so keep that in mind, but pretty sick. I just think that this is a must-have, role play. Now that you have armor, oh man, this is sick. Now, the Outer Rim gives you a ton of things and a ton of things that can be customized. So, look at this. Ready? It could shoot a little blue laser, of course. But did you know that if you were to go down to the power cell and spawn it, you can poke where it reloads, there we go, and change the color of your blaster. So now I have a yellow guy. Pretty excellent, right? I burped. One of my favorite blasters is the Ambient Phase Pulse Rifle. It's not just a normal looking blaster. Remember that piece of filth that I shot before? Well, let's get him off our lawn. It also comes with a scope, and did I mention it disintegrates people? What I really like doing is, of course, well, stabbing them, then shooting. Ooh, it's fantastic, Spawn. Let's go over here now. Imagine I'm up here, like I am. I'm gonna go into my scope vision right now and then shoot him. Haha, fantastic. I just love this one. Outer Rim is so cool. So we saw a lot of blasters, but of course we have to take a look at lightsabers. Boom, lightsaber. Of course, I have an Ahsoka one. It's cool to see like a little clone trooper with a lightsaber. Look at me. Look at me now. You think I was force sensitive, did you? Did you? It's just so cool. I just love it. But what I also love just as much is going into your Kyber crystal location and doing the lightsaber tool spawn, take this guy out and knock your crystal out. Oops! And then you can change it to almost any color you want. So let's spawn this one, take the crystal and put it where the lightsaber goes. And now we have a different one. The other cool thing is you could take this and tap the spell use button with your screwdriver. So now it's a green boy. So now when I tap it, I can make it even bigger. Look, you can make your lightsabers like ridiculously large. Look at how big that lightsaber is. And of course, tapping it again, I can make this a nice little baby lightsaber. Imagine you're in a lightsaber duel and this happens. Prepare yourself! Oh no, this is embarrassing. There are also things like thermal detonators, which is a grenade you could press and hold to arm it, then tap the spell use button and throw it! And let's just close the door so it doesn't, oh no. Good thing we closed the door. There are also jetpacks, so we can equip this bad boy on our back. Now I have a jetpack. This not only works as a functional jetpack, but also gives you new gear slots on the sides, so you can carry more weapons. So now, look, I'm flying. Ah, take that, Boba Fett. I can also fly. There are a ton of things to choose from. There's also a universal pouch. This universal pouch, you can put so many things in. I don't want to spend too much time on the outer rim because there is a lot of stuff, and possibly another video will cover it. Up next, we kind of have a combination of mods, and hear me out, I don't always do this, but I want to combine these ones. So it's Armor Swap and Heartbreaker by Hujohner. So the reason why I'm combining this is because I haven't found a satisfactory way to make it happen without doing this one. And I will show you and explain, but the reason why I have this is, well, you'll see it. Just make sure you get it and all the requirements. And don't yell at me that you didn't get the requirements. Make sure you get the requirements. If you're downloading something, click on requirements. Otherwise, we're going to have some problems. So Armor Swap and Heartbreaker. Let me first preface it by showing you this. We go into the spell wheel. And this is, it's called the phase spell, but it's also known as Heartbreaker. For me, this is very important to make this work. Up next, I'm going to need a Ricky. So, see how Ricky's wearing all these nice clothes? Well, I can grab him, right? I'm just kind of grabbing him, and I'm like, oh no! So it's trying to grab like these parts is a little challenging because your character just grabs their body, right? Because it's plain sorcery. Woohoo! It just doesn't want you to grab wherever. And that is where I found phase to come in handy, because now it kind of phases past that and I can like grab their clothes off. Come here. Give me your clothes. Oh, now you're not going to do it, game. So this is why I'm using phase, because now I can make him start stripping down his body. I promise you it works more than it doesn't. And of course now when I'm trying to show it in the stupid mod showcase, because it's a mod showcase, it's going to fail, because why would it work in a not mod showcase? Let's do this. Let's go find this idiot and try and steal his, shoes and stuff. See, it's kind of difficult to take the helmet right now. My guy's like, nah. So that's where I found phase kind of lets me do it a little bit better. Oh my God, why aren't you doing it? I just want to steal your clothes. Is that so much to ask for? Can you just relax for a second? Can I steal your clothes? There we go. See, this is why I use phase, because I can just grab him and like I took his shirt. He's like, damn, my shirt. And of course, he wouldn't be a Ricky without pants. Ricky, give me your pants. I don't care about that. Just get on the ground and give me your pants. Give me your pants. Give me your shoes. Why are you doing this to me? Work most of the time. Okay, fine. Well, you saw me take his shirt off. I promise you it works. I feel like I proved it works. I don't have to keep proving myself. But I know it works. And I'm going to get crucified for using this one. But all right. Okay, well, you saw me steal their armor, so I'm going to also show you phase now. So imagine this goofball is like, hi, punch. So let's get him on the ground. Let's move this. You don't need any of this stuff. Throw him down. And now using my phase hand, I can reach into his chest and pull his heart out of his body. So it works in two ways. I have this one because, I like ripping hearts out of the bodies, and also it makes it easier to remove their armor. And you can also, crush the heart. Come on, crush it. Yeah, there we go. Up next, we also have another Hujohner mod. It's called the Sheath Framework, with a little asterisk next to Hujohner for Jenix. I guess we'll give him something. The reason why I say that is because this is really only compatible with the Yamato. So it's an optional kind of requirement, so it's a requirement. Don't be stupid. And Anyway, it lets you unleash your full weeaboo potential. Take a look. Let's go into the swords category and scroll down and spawn the Yamato Sheath. Spawn. So the Sheath Framework, like I said, only works with the Yamato. And take a look at this. You can now just grab it and slowly pull it out of its sheath and leave it there. Look. And of course you could pull it closed. So remember when I said pull out your inner weeaboo fantasies? You could do that now. After you pulled it out, you can sheath it also right in there. Look, it has like almost physics. Now the only thing is the sword like has physics for the player, but you can't like attack a Ricky in this mode. Like it's like, you see what I'm saying? Like the sheath will still do damage, but the sword doesn't. So you have to fully draw it to do real damage. Pull it out, real damage. Right, Ricky? And then of course, anime weeb. God, I love it. It only works for the Yamato, so keep that in mind, but you could really be Virgil now. Hi, Ricky. Nice beard you have right here. Jaw physics enables you to interact with the NPCs in a way you never thought possible by manipulating their mouth. Look, I could stick my whole finger in his mouth like his bone works. And you could also break the jaw with a hard enough punch. Let's try that. Ugh! Did we break your jaw? Yep. So now he's all like, oh, hell, my jaw's all broken. And I think he's still alive. You blinking? Blink if you're alive. Ah, see, he's fine. So now his jaw's just broken. So let's just let him go nice and gently. Nice and gently. And he'll stand back up. His jaw's all broken. Oh, my jaw's broken. I love jaw physics because it just adds another element to the game that's not solely just fighting. It's another level of immersion, which is pretty cool. And you can do some even funnier things. So imagine a Ricky's head just fell off his body due to no fault of your own. You can now have yourself a puppet show. Hey YouTube, once again, it's me, Ricky. I was not decapitated and I am still alive, so this only counts as cartoon violence. Thanks, idiot Ricky. Moving on, we have a mod that I have been using for a long time with permission by our main man, Hujohner. And it's the mod configurator or mod configuration, however smooth your brain is. But listen, you need this mod. It's quality of life. If you don't have it, you're stupid. Okay, you that don't have it right now are stupid. I'm just kidding. Make sure you download this one because it essentially lets you kind of like change your mods on the fly. Just download it. Listen, download it. Mod Configurator has become a mod I cannot live without. And if I do live without it, I'm crying. So what I do is I bring up the menu book. And at the top of this menu book, you're going to see this right here. That's your mod configurator. So in this one, we'll give you almost all the mods that you have installed. And what you can do is essentially edit almost everything in this one. So if I was to go to things like the outer rim in here, I can change things. So if I want saber activate on recall, I could turn that on. So that means the saber will turn on while I'm pulling it to me. I can change things like blaster bolt speed for the NPCs. A lot of this stuff, so blaster 3D scopes, I could turn that on and off, which is fantastic. Jaw physics, I could disable jaw breaking. I can make it relax on death. Heartbreaker, I could change the grip intensity. There's so many things that you can do with this one, where normally you would have to go into your files and edit JSONs. This edits the JSONs itself and saves it for you because Mod Configurator is awesome. You need to have this mod. Up next, I have one final Hujohner mod. I know, what a surprise, but listen. He held back mods for so long, so it's only fair. It's only fair. It's the Arrow Recurve Bow and Quiver by Hujohner. The reason why it's on this list is because it's an awesome new bow. It's not just one from the Medieval Mega Pack. This one has, well, awesome arrows that go. What you need to do is go into your bows category. You're going to go ahead and spawn the green arrow quiver, yoink, and of course, the Arrow Recurve Bow, yoink. And now that we're outside, we could take this out. Look at the custom string. You pull it with one finger. Isn't that awesome? And when I pull a nice arrow out, look at this. Oh, yes. What I really like about it is that the arrow goes in really deep into things and just can blow right through it also. So imagine this Ricky right here is wearing his cool guy helmet. Well, cool guy helmet, let's see what happens now. Oh, let's see what happens now. Stand back up. I want to get a nice deep arrow penetration. Look how deep that goes in. It's fantastic. I love it. And we can grab the arrow from the other side and push and grab and pull. And you could pull the arrows through their body, which I get, of course. Now you're going to come off, you stupid thing. Look, I took his pants off. But you could take this and actually use it as a weapon. Stab, and then a magic trick, pull through his body. Isn't that fantastic? That's why I love this one. So it has better damagers, and it can also shoot through things. Our penultimate entry on today's list is Fire Dragon Fist by Talion. Always great to see Talion updating and coming out with mods. If you haven't used this one before, it's a simple mod, but super effective. It's the normal Fireball plus. The Fire Dragon Fist can be a little bit confusing to use, but rest assured I will show you. Go into your spell wheel and select the normal fire. So you're going to hold to cast a fireball. So this is your normal fireball. I'm holding just a trigger, and that throws the fireball. What you need to do is cast fireball, and then hold the grip and trigger. And now look, Fire Dragon Fist, I have this. Look at it. My fist glows red and tells me to defeat you. So you can also go ahead and just let go, and it will just go away. So once again, you hold down the trigger and grip, and now I have Fire Dragon Fist. So when Ricky now gets uppity, look, it's a nice falcon punch. It is very, very powerful. So use with caution. Bum, bum, ba-da-da, bum. Our final entry on today's Mod Showcase Monday is the Berserk Rage Spell by Swordfish L42. Does my mouth stay open for too long when I'm talking? I don't know. But anyway, I love this spell. It's fantastic. There's technically three options to choose from, and only choose one of them. Don't be stupid. So it depends on what you want. I choose the one that doesn't have any weird visual effects because I'm not about the weird visual effects. But this enables you to, well, punch a head off a human body? I'd hate to say I saved the best one for last, but one of my favorite ones, and I can't wait to show you. Hold down the spell wheel and select the little glowing fist right there, and listen, ready? You hear it? It's like a scream. So make sure you have that one selected. You cannot use two spells at once with this one. You can only have one selected. That means if I select Berserk and then I select Fire, the Berserk no longer works. So keep that in mind. So just select just the one. So I have some Ricky volunteers, which is great. And he's going to put his arm out. And now when I make a fist, I can punch it off. And now I have a nice Ricky arm to play with. Isn't that? Well, how you doing, good sir? Same thing with him. Punch your head off your body. And you are nothing because I can just go ahead and rip your head. Rip your head off your, oh damn it. Well, you could rip the head off their body. You just have to be kind of quick with the grip. Another thing that I love doing is combining mods. So with Berserk and Jenix Zendatsu, let's select Zendatsu, turn it on, go back into Berserk mode. I could hold down this, go into slow motion, and get ready to suffer! And you can punch them in half. So feel like the god of carnage. Make sure you have this Berserk Rage spell, and you will not be disappointed. Well, Greebos, that is it for this week's Mod Showcase Monday. I hope you had some fun, and more importantly, I hope you download these mods because they are awesome. Remember, we are in the full PC VR release of U11, and some, almost all, mods work from the beta moving forward. It's very tricky. I don't know which ones don't work, but I assure you most of them work. And listen, if you are new to downloadable content, why not consider subscribing? It's free. All you have to do is click the little button down below, join up, and I will greatly appreciate it. I also want to say thank you to my patrons listed right here on screen. Thanks for supporting your local lunatic like me so I can continue to make weird VR content. Also, make sure you're subscribed on Twitch, otherwise I'll find you. Other than that, I am Rob from Downloadable Content, and I will see you in the next video.